Hey, you guys. Hi, how are you doing today? I'm so excited to be going live right now and talking to all of you guys because I have a really fun topic and I'm kind of just going to wing it a little bit. I mean, I have a few notes here and there, but I'm talking about my results and basically just sharing this into the Leather Tamers Facebook group before I get too deep into it. Yes, so June has been crazy, crazy good though, but it's been crazy. If you saw my live stream on Instagram yesterday, I was talking about how take my advice and not do too much at once. Well, that's exactly what I've been doing for the last 2 weeks. As a lot of you know, I launched Lucrative Leathercraft last week or the week before. We had the doors open, and putting on those launches is a ton of work. But also what I was doing simultaneously was I was launching my new handbag line as well, my new line of leather handbags, 3 models. So I want to talk to you a little bit about that launch and how that went. The handbag part. We've already done the lucrative leather part. You guys all know what that is. But I want to talk to you about how I boosted my email list and made sales along the way. So if you are someone who is struggling to get your leather business off the ground, maybe you've been working on it for a while and you just can't really get any sales, you can follow these steps that I'm about to give you. We have some questions in the Instagram chat, and if you have any questions at all along the way, just post them and I'll hopefully be able to see them live. Someone says, where you make this bag? I make this bag in my house, in my living room, where I'm sitting right now. I have a very streamlined process. It's all made by hand, and I am surrounded by leather right now because of all the orders I got, and now I am making all of those orders. So that is where I make these bags. But anyway, so if that's you, if you're someone who's struggling or you want to start selling your leather goods, maybe you're a hobbyist and you want to take it to the next level and start that business, this one's for you because I'm going to show you how you can build your email list and how you can make sales at the same time. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Mary and I am the creator of leatherbeast.com, and I work with leather crafters. That is my focus, leather crafters, people just like me. And I help them go from that place of feeling like nobody's buying and feeling really discouraged and frustrated and wondering what it takes to actually get those sales. I kind of help you along the way with those steps. And it all starts with really your focus. I believe the focus is always on the customer and what you're providing to them. Once you figure that out, I am telling you, that is when you start to see the results. You have to focus on your customer. You have to make a connection with them. You have to be, you can't just say, buy this. It has to be more of a relationship. That's just how it is these days. It's way more fun too when you do that. And that's a lot of what I teach you how to do in lucrative leathercraft. So if that sounds interesting and you want to learn how to take your business to the next level, click the link in the description and take that quiz to find out what kind of a leather business owner you are. You'll get your results emailed to you, some tips from me, links to a video that you can watch that can really help you turn around your business and go from low sales to getting more sales. All right. So I want to give you my results up front. And I want to, I wasn't really sure if I should give the exact details, but I'm going to anyways, because whatever, let's just be real. You guys want to know how it went. You want to know the numbers. I know I would want to know the numbers, and they're not mind-blowing. They're not like, whoa, you're rich, but okay, so here they are. So in 1 week, I made $1,500 in sales, and that is with no product. That's with no upfront costs. I didn't have a product ready. I didn't have my materials purchased, so that's pretty awesome. And I got 1,350 new subscribers in the process. Okay, so those are my results for doing this procedure that I'm about to share with you. I think I have like 4 steps that I went through to do all of this over the course of, the sale was over the course of a week. So I'm just going to get into it. So step 1, and this is really important before you do any kind of sale or any kind of giveaway, you have to warm up your audience. You want to also tease your new products, right? So if you're going to be rolling out a new product, you really want your audience to be warm. You don't want them to be cold, right? You don't want to just be like, oh, I haven't talked to these guys in months. Let me shoot them an email and see if they want to buy my stuff. Like, no, you have to kind of get them warmed up, let them know what's coming, let them know what you've been working on, why they should care about it, why it's interesting. Maybe talk about your materials, your process. So when I did this, I let them know what I was working on. I was posting on Instagram whenever I was making my samples so that I could photograph them later. I was posting these on Instagram a couple weeks ahead of time saying like, hey, here's some new things that I'm working on. These will probably be available soon. Let me know what you think. And I was showing them in different uses, like I was wearing them, I had other people wearing them, I had them sort of so that the customer could see where they could fit into the picture, right? It wasn't just like on a white background. White background photos are great for, you know, your website and for product photos and stuff, but it was really kind of more trying to tell like a story about what the bags were all about. And for me, part of my brand is sort of this feeling of travel, adventure, really like living life to the fullest. So I talk a lot about like, hey, where's your next adventure? Where are you going next? My boyfriend and I, we do a lot of traveling, both locally and far away. So I was able to kind of put both of those passions together, my passion for leatherwork and making things and my passion for traveling, exploring, and doing all of that. So that's been a huge shift in my business since I started doing that. And that has really been work. It's been resonating with people. So that's what I was doing. I was also sending emails to my list. So if you haven't interacted with your list too much, you really want to send out you know, a couple weeks worth of emails before you launch a new product and introduce them to it, you know, just kind of saying like, hey, this is what I've been working on. What else? Oh yeah, and then you're also getting feedback along the way. I was getting so much feedback about this new backpack that I made. Do I have one here? Hang on, let me just show you. This one's in the process, but I was making this new backpack. There'll be like a strap right here and then some hardware here. And people were really liking it. So that was awesome. That was kind of like validation up front that like, okay, I have some people here who are like really liking this. I was getting DMs on Instagram. So it's a great way to also get the validation. Okay, so things that I would do differently next time. After each step, I'm going to tell you what I did and then what I would be doing differently. So I would warm them up even more. I think I would talk to them more about why I was so excited about what I was making, tie it more into the brand, so tie it more into this like feeling of exploration and adventure. I would talk more about the materials because as I'm putting these bags together and really hands-on with these materials, I'm like, damn, I'm using some really nice materials, like all solid brass hardware. That hardware is not cheap. Kangaroo lace, which is also not cheap. Sometimes I buy it already pulled for me, and other times I do it myself. I cut my own lace, and this like really amazing leather that I'm using right now, this bridal leather from Sapichi is the tannery that I'm like in love with, like hands down. So next time I want to talk more about these materials, and not just talking about the materials, but talking about, well, like why they should care about the materials. Because some people use, say, solid brass hardware and they don't get that that's like, you know, like the best that you can get. I also want to start my blog. That's been on my list for a while. I used to blog a long time ago and I kind of fell off, but that's a great way just to kind of drive more traffic to your website. And what else? Oh, do more video. Video is like, so, you know, for your marketing efforts, like video is like the top of the top. So anytime you can do video, show your face on camera, show what you're doing, it's just gonna convert way more. Okay, so step 2, after I had warmed up my audience, this is what I did. I was doing the pre-sale giveaway. So I knew that I was going to be rolling out these bags, and I thought, wouldn't it be great if I did a giveaway beforehand to sort of introduce the new bags, give away one of my samples that actually, after I had made it, I was already making new design tweaks to it anyway, so I wasn't able to sell it because it wasn't going to be the final product, but it was still a great bag. So giveaways are so amazing to do because they boost your list. You get more people on your list because people sign up for them. You can do them on Instagram too. I like to do an email version because I want to get people on my email list because that converts way more. People get excited. They get excited about a new product. They also get excited about the idea of winning something for free. You get to introduce your new product. You get to give back to your audience. It's a really nice way to be like, hey, I want to do something nice for you guys. It validates your product. You collect those warm leads. Like, these are people, if they're signing up to win something for free, then that means they like your product. Nobody signs up to win something for free if they don't actually want it. Like, trying to think of like an example. Like, if there was like, I don't know why I would be following like a guy who sold car parts, but if there was like a giveaway of car parts, I wouldn't be signing up for that, even if it was for free. I don't want car parts, you know? So it kind of gives these warm leads into your email list. And yeah, and people love free stuff. So that's why I did the giveaway, mainly to boost my email list before I introduced the pre-sale. And I'll get to the pre-sale in a minute. So how did I do this? I announced the giveaway a week or two beforehand, saying, hey guys, I'm doing a giveaway. It's coming up, you know, be on the lookout for that. And then the day that the giveaway opened, I sent out an email. I posted it everywhere. And then I continued to post about it, promote about it, really hardcore for the duration of the giveaway. And by the way, we talk about giveaways as one of the marketing methods in lucrative leathercraft. And I give you the whole process in the course. I don't really have time to talk about the whole ins and outs of it now, but I really lay this out in great detail. And then at the end of the giveaway, you know, you pull the winner, you let them know. And at the end of the giveaway, like I said before, I had 1,350 new subscribers. I was kind of blown away because I've done giveaways before and they haven't always been that big. I've never broken 1,000. So that was awesome. Here are 2 key things that I would do differently next time in regards to the giveaway. I would do USA only. Sorry, Europe and everywhere else, but it's too expensive to ship. It just becomes a little bit, it's just not like I welcome international orders, but I don't necessarily want them. I would rather just focus on my own country. Depending on where you live, if you are in Europe or somewhere else, you might have a different view on that. But for anybody who is USA based, I would, next time I'm only doing USA. Also because I think that my list there's a little bit of a spam factor going on there in your list. If it goes everywhere, it can really start to fill up with some people who aren't really relevant. And that just comes with the territory. I mean, that's just part of it. It's not a big deal. And I would not tag my giveaway with hashtag giveaway on Instagram because that just kind of attracts all the people who are just going to sign up for your free stuff no matter what it is, and that also kind of dilutes your list a little bit. So those are two key things. You can experiment with that whenever you do your giveaway. Step 3. Where'd I go? Step 3 is, this is very important. So after the giveaway ends, then you want to nurture that relationship with all of these 1,300 new subscribers. And you want to do a nurture sequence for the giveaway participants specifically. So I created a like a handful of emails that would be dripped out to these people. You can easily set this up in your email service provider. They get these emails dripped out to them because they usually, new subscribers, they usually come into my list using one of my sign-up forms on my website, and then that just automatically puts them into the welcome sales funnel. Again, something that I talk about a lot in Lucrative Leathercraft, because you have to have a welcome sales funnel. It's amazing. But anyways, so these people, since they weren't coming through my funnel that way, I had to create a new funnel for them, and I didn't want to miss out on sort of, you know, introducing them to my brand, letting them know what I do, what I'm all about, how I can help them. So I put them through the welcome, the nurture sequence for the giveaway participants. And one key thing that you want to do, you don't have to do this, but I think it's nice, is you're saying, hey, sorry, you didn't win the giveaway, but I would love to give you something special, whether it's free shipping or a free gift or a discount code for participating in the giveaway as a thank you. And of course, you want to put a deadline on when they can use that, that code, and just so that they have some urgency there and they use it. And that a lot of times can really convert. Things that I would do differently on this step, I would bump up the value in those emails. I think I was a little rushed because I was doing so much at once. I was also launching Lucrative Leathercraft at the same time, so I was kind of just like doing this. So I need to go back to those emails in that sequence and really bump up that value. Maybe talk about what I was talking about before, about like the really super high quality materials that I'm using, the process, and all of that, and why they should care about that. You always want to include why they should care about that, because you might be like, it's obvious why they should care about high quality materials, but some people are like, why do I care? They really need it spelled out for them. And again, I think I would add a video element to these emails. And the video element can just be like a handheld, you know, you holding your phone talking into it for like 30 seconds and just kind of like, hey, it just adds like a personal touch. And I feel like views are always higher, open rates are always higher when there's a video element. Okay, and then finally, step 4, and this is kind of simultaneously with step 3. So there's I had the giveaway end like the Friday before so I had the giveaway end on Friday and my sale was opening on Monday. So on Friday, all these people find out like, oh, I didn't win, but I have this discount code. And then on Monday, they get the email saying, hey, this pre-sale is open, and it kind of flows back to back that way. So what's a pre-sale? Some of you might be like, I don't know what a pre-sale is. I've never heard of it. What is this? Or some of you might be like, oh, I've seen other people doing pre-sales. How does that work? So basically, a pre-sale is when you sell your product ahead of time before it's made. People do this in the book industry. They have their books on pre-sale. They do that so that they know how many to print off at the presses so they don't print too much and waste. So you can apply the same thing with your product. So all of you that think you need to have this massive load of inventory before you can sell, I would strongly suggest you try a pre-sale first, because when you do a pre-sale, you like remove the risk from it. You are saying, hey, I have this product that I am launching. Who wants it ahead of time? Who wants it? Buy it now. You'll get it later. So that's clearly spelled out, but when you buy it now, you get it for a discount off of the regular price. So why should you do this? You should do this so you don't have to create that inventory, because that saves a lot of time. So you don't have to buy all the materials up front and risk buying too much. That saves money, so that you can validate your product before you make a ton of it. If nobody buys it, you need to go back to the drawing board and think about, okay, is the design bad? Is the product bad? Is my marketing bad? So you can figure out those things. And like I said, you want to tell people upfront that in exchange for getting this discount, they're going to wait to get it. I had no complaints with this when I did my pre-sale. Nobody was like, where's my bag? So you want to announce, again, you want to announce this pre-sale, mix it in with your emails, and really make sure your people know what's coming and why it's like so amazing. And then you roll it out. So obviously you're going to send an email announcing that the pre-sale is open, another email when the pre-sale is just about to close, maybe a couple hours before on that last day. Sometimes I send 2 emails, and then depending on how long your pre-sale is, more emails in the middle there, just kind of reminding people, telling them what's the best seller, why it's so great. And then you're doing the same thing across all of your social media channels. So the promotion here is really key, really making sure that people see it. And you might feel at times like you're being really annoying and it's all you're talking about, and people are probably really sick of hearing it. But the fact is that people don't open every single email. They don't see all of your posts. They don't see every Instagram post, every Facebook post. They don't. So that is why you have to talk about it over and over again. Find new and interesting ways to talk about it in case people are catching it again for the second time. And if it's something that you really believe in, that you really feel like can really help people improve their lives, makes them happy, make them feel great, make them feel like they can take an adventure even if they are just walking to the office. That's one of my things for my bags, because that's a lot of people can relate to that. Like, that is their daily grind, is just going to the office. But if you're carrying a really cool bag, that can make that little commute an adventure. Okay, and what I would do differently next time with the pre-sale part is, again, I would blog. That's just another avenue, marketing avenue that I want to bring back into my business so I can get more views on my website, more traction, pin those blog posts on Pinterest. And I would do more live video, maybe me wearing the bags more and just kind of little snapshots on the street, walking down the street, just fun stuff where like your customer can be like, oh yeah, that's how it would look on me as I'm walking down the street, stuff like that. So all in all, I will be doing this process again and again because I really liked it. I felt like it was a great way to boost my email list like mega, and get sales along the way. It was awesome. So even if I'm not doing a pre-sale next time, I can always lead up to a regular sale with a giveaway. So here's the giveaway. I'm giving away something free. If you didn't win, here's a chance to get something else on sale. So any questions on that, just let me know. Drop them in the chat, drop them in the comments. I'd be happy to talk it over with you. And so if you're looking to increase your email, increase your sales without making inventory first, you can sign up at Leather Beast for the lucrative Leathercraft wait list. Whenever that comes back around again, probably in a couple months, I'll open up the doors to that. And you can also take the quiz at leatherbeast.com. The link is in the description to find out what kind of leathercrafter you are. It's a really quick quiz, but it's great. It gives you your results at the end and a link to watch a video as well. One announcement before I go is that Yeah, so a lot of people have been asking for this, and I'm pretty excited to bring it back, but Mastering Traditional Leatherworking Basics will be opening up soon. So for those of you who don't know, that was my original course, and it is opening up for enrollment in the next couple of weeks, and it's all about how to master your traditional leatherworking basics. So we start from the very beginning. This is a great introductory course for anyone who wants to get into leatherwork, doesn't know how, doesn't know where to start, what tools to buy. We talk about what tools you need. We talk about beginner methods, teach you how to saddle stitch, and then there's 3 projects. I feel like there's some bonus projects too, but there's 3 projects from very basic beginner all the way up to intermediate. And yeah, it's a great introductory course. So if you know anybody who is looking for a good introductory course, have them go to leatherbeast.com and sign up for the MTLB, Mastering Traditional Leatherworking Basics, because that is a mouthful. The MTLB wait list, it's right at the top. All right, guys, I am done talking. I feel like that was a mouthful. Thanks for joining me today. This was really fun. I feel like I need to do more live streams without too many notes so that I can just talk. All right. I'll see you later. Bye. See ya.